Hey everyone, I'm Chris with Bestcovery, here to review the Lumineux Oral Essentials Kit. So I've had the past couple of weeks to use each of the items in this box, and I have some thoughts, and I want to give you my open and honest opinion on each of these and whether or not they're worth it for you. Before diving into the review, just to give you an overview on the pricing here for this kit, you can buy the entire kit without the bright pens for $50. So that comes with the toothpaste, the mouthwash, as well as the whitening strips and the toothbrush. So this is available on the Lumineux website as a complete kit for $50. The bright pens come in a 2-pack for $50 as well. So if you wanted this entire kit, basically just like this, it's about $100 on the Lumineux website, and it gives you a really comprehensive experience. With that, I want to dive into the simpler stuff first. So the toothbrush is about as simple as it gets. I had the opportunity to use this for 2 weeks, and what I can tell you is that this is a soft bristle toothbrush. There's nothing really remarkable about it, but what I do like about it is that it is really quite soft. So it is nice to use, and if you're someone who chronically overbrushes, you should just be using a soft toothbrush anyways. So if you just want to pick one up while you're getting the rest of the kit, no worries. But yeah, it's just a toothbrush. Nothing crazy there, but it does feel nice because it's soft. So that's the toothbrush. So the next item I want to talk about is the toothpaste, and this one is a bit of an interesting one. I overall like this toothpaste quite a bit. What I really like about it is that you will recognize most of the ingredients on the back of the label. It's all non-GMO and non-toxic ingredients. It's all food grade, so you don't have to really wonder what the chemicals are or if they're hazardous to you. This is something that if you swallowed it or if you have a child that swallows it, it's not going to be a big deal. That is one thing I like about this, is that if I had kids that I was teaching to brush their teeth, I'd feel very comfortable not having to worry about them swallow this toothpaste, so that's good. I do think it's quite mild, so if you're accustomed to or you like a more intense minty toothpaste, this isn't as intense. It's quite mild. It doesn't lather up very much either, so if you're someone who likes it to kind of like foam up and feel frothy and good, it doesn't quite do that. It doesn't mean that it's not working, but it just feels different, right? So that could be a preference thing. The overall flavor of this one, like I said, it's a little bit herbal. It's got some lemon, it's got aloe in it, so you'll recognize some of these flavors. It's kind of up to your preference if you like them, but like I said, what I do like about this is the non-toxic, non-GMO elements of this toothpaste, making it easy to recommend for just about anybody for their safety. The next item I want to talk about is the Whitening Mouthwash. So when I did my unboxing video, I was the most curious about this item, I think, and I have some mixed thoughts on it. So again, similar to the rest of the products, what I do really like about this is that I can recognize the majority of the ingredients on the label. I know this is something that is safe, it's certified non-toxic, and it is also GMO free. So I'm not too worried about, my health when I'm using this product. And it has a very similar sort of flavor profile as the toothpaste and some of the other items in this box, where it's got aloe and sage and lemon and some peppermint and things like that in it. So, it tastes quite similar, but what I will say is that it is not to my taste. After using it a couple of times, I didn't really have a desire to use it anymore because the flavor was a little bit strange to me. It's got kind of like a filmy sort of look to it, and I think that's from the aloe in it, and it's a little bit strange and I don't know. For me, it was mildly off-putting between the flavor and kind of the look and texture. One of the things about this mouthwash compared to other mouthwashes is that most common American mouthwashes have alcohol in it as the main ingredient that cleans your teeth and gets rid of bacteria, and this doesn't have that in it. And so I don't necessarily know if this is more or less effective than alcohol-based mouthwashes. I do know that you don't get the same sort of sensation. So when I do like one of those Scope or Crest, like really intense mouthwashes that has alcohol and a ton of peppermint and stuff packed in there, I feel like, a peppermint breathing dragon at the end of it. Like there's a ton of effect, in my mouth. And this, like the other products, is quite mild, so I don't really feel that. If I do, a Scope mouthwash, I'm feeling ready for the next hour. Like I'm fresh, I'm feeling very pepperminty, and I like that. I don't really get that same effect with this, and it does feel a little bit redundant with some of the other products, but that's just my overall impression of it. I think there are going to be a lot of people out there who like this because because of the non-GMO and non-toxic properties, it makes this quite good for kids. It makes it good for people with ingredient sensitivities, or maybe alcohol-based mouthwash doesn't work for you, or it's too intense. So there are some pros and cons with this one, but overall, I think it's a good product. I think it's not personally a fit for me, but I think there are a lot of people out there who would like this. So moving on to the next product. I would like to talk about the Bright Pen next. So this is a really cool product. I had never used anything quite like this. I do know that there are similar products out there, but this was the first time I'd ever used one of these. And so, as shown off in the unboxing video, it's really this little pen thing in here. And what's cool about this is that it's really convenient to use and it's novel, right? So for me, it was exciting to try. All you have to do to use it is take off the cap and you twist the bottom segment of it, and it pushes this gel up into the bristles of the Bright Pen. So very easy to use, very novel and fun, and I like that you can kind of paint the gel directly onto your teeth. And that was actually very helpful for me with the whitening strips, because we'll get to this in a second. I have a little snag tooth, you know, in the front bottom row of my teeth. I call it my chip opening tooth because it helps me with plastic packaging and all that, but it makes it a pain to put on cleaning strips on the bottom row. So this was really helpful because I could take a lot of the same ingredients in a whitening strip and apply it directly to my teeth, where otherwise I would have had a difficult time doing so. So overall, I do like this product. What I didn't really test on it was how protective it is. It does say it does two different things. You can either use it as a teeth whitening implement, and I do feel like my teeth are a little bit whiter after using this, but it also says that you can use it as a stain protectant. So if you're gonna go out for a glass of wine, or you're starting your morning with coffee, if you put this on your teeth, it does say that it should be able to help protect against stains. I didn't really test that, and of course I only used this for a couple of weeks, so I haven't seen crazy results, but I do at least feel like my teeth are whiter. I didn't really test the protecting part of it, but if nothing else, I did enjoy using the product, which I think is a big part of liking a product. So for me overall, I did like the Bright Pen. I think it's a good product, and especially if you have difficulty applying teeth whitening strips because of the way that your teeth are, this is a good option for you to try to see if it works for you. So the last item that I want to talk about, I think, is one of the most interesting, and that is the whitening strips. So I had the opportunity to try these for about a week, and to give you the punchline ahead, I do think my teeth are a little bit whiter. You know, we'll have the video footage so that you can kind of determine for yourself. Most teeth whitening products tend to range between 7 to 21 days of treatments. It really does depend on the active ingredients that are used in it and how well your mouth can kind of handle that. Everybody reacts a little bit differently to it, but I use this just for 7 days and I feel like I saw a difference, but we'll look at the footage and you can decide. What I really like about this is that, similar to the rest of the Lumineux line, these whitening strips are also made with ingredients that you can generally recognize and that are not harmful to have in your body. So I love that. One of the other key differentiators here is that most whitening strips use a peroxide agent as the main whitening chemical, right? And peroxide can be very agitating to the gums and the gum line, and so some people have a very difficult time using that to whiten their teeth. In this case, there is no peroxide, so if you've had a sensitivity issue with teeth whitening strips in the past, this is probably a good thing for you to try to see if this works better for you. One of the other things I really liked about these whitening strips is that they were very easy to put on, they stayed on, and they were quite comfortable to wear. You only put them on for about 30 minutes, and you do it, you know, every day for a week. But yeah, inside each package, you know, it's this flat little thing here, so you can take it with you anywhere. It's very easy and convenient to use. You just take the top strip off, put it on your top teeth, bottom strip on, put it on your bottom teeth. Like I said, my teeth are a little crooked, so I had difficulty with the bottom strip, and I generally used the pen instead to help whiten those teeth, just because it didn't really adhere very well. But on my top teeth, I could just lay it on my teeth and it would stay there, and I wrapped it very easily, and it was very comfortable to wear. I barely noticed it was on. So I did like that quite a lot about the whitening strips. One of the things I do wish came with this was kind of like a whitening guide. I know a lot of whitening kits out there do come with like a little guide to show you or help you measure, you know, you hold it up to your teeth and see how much more your teeth have whitened since you started the treatment. There's not really anything like that in there. So that's why, you know, I say I'm feeling like my teeth are whiter. You know, when I smile in the mirror, I do feel like it is whiter, but I haven't been measuring it. There's nothing that comes in this to help with that measurement. So I would say that's the thing I wish came with this, so that everybody could kind of measure and see for themselves, like, this works and this was my experience. But for me, I felt like this was a good product, and I do recommend it for people especially who have had an ingredient sensitivity to other whitening strips. So overall, I enjoyed using this product. It was convenient. If you're like me and you have some crooked teeth, that might make things a little bit more difficult. The pen is a good option to try as well, but overall, I did like this, and I'd be curious what would happen if I used it for longer periods of time. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest product reviews. If you'd like to see other product reviews on the channel, please comment below. And if you're interested in getting the Lumineux Oral Essentials Kit for yourself, we'll have links in the description for you. As always, discover the best with Bestcovery.